Hello bitches, how are we doing? I am doing a very impromptu video. I actually have COVID right now. Yeah. Just be positive, guys. No, I'm joking. I've been doing lateral flow tests throughout December. I did one before me and Dylan went away, which was on Tuesday, and then I think I did one when I got back. Negative. Fine. A-okay. Christmas Day, COVID's like, I want to stay. But you know what? It's brilliant. I've had 2 vaccinations and my booster, so don't you worry. I'm just fucking tired and we're not really, so it's fine. But that's besides the point. I'm sorry. So I was just on my phone, and for some reason, as many of you got bit of backstory, as many of you guys know, I had a like a recovery account, mental health recovery account. Oh, it's got a ring to it. Maybe I should make a business. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely don't make one. Actually, I'm not gonna say don't make one. Just be careful if you have one, okay? The sudden feminine urge in me to go and look back at all my 16-year-old self and how depressed I was. So I was actually going to do this on my TikTok, but I don't know, I thought maybe let's make it an actual video. Like I said, it's really impromptu. It's 8:30 in the evening. So yeah, if you don't follow me on TikTok, by the way, you probably should. Hit 10k on there the other day. But I fucking love it. I love it. I love TikTok. I love it so much. I do have an hour ban on it though, because not whilst I've got COVID, because COVID gets rid of that. And it, honestly, just learning from Boris, just to have parties all the time, to be honest. Anywho, so yeah, I was on TikTok and I was like, oh my god, for some reason I really want to sign into my old recovery account. And so I did. I signed in, and I scrolled all the way back to December 2015. Oh, it's scary actually to see what I was like and my actual thoughts, but I wanted to do a bit of a like, I don't know whether you guys like me talking about mental health anymore. genuine question. I really don't know, because I've got a bit scared about talking about it in case I say the wrong things, which I never used to have. I never used to have this kind of like fear, but now I'm like, ugh. But this is my own experience, so it should be okay. I'll probably still get someone being like, you've got blood on your hands. That's what people say to me. They go, you've got blood on your hands. You'll have blood on your hands when someone kills themselves because of what you said. I'm like, bitch, I never told anyone to kill themselves. I don't think so anyway. But yeah, some people are just mean. Anyway, I wanted to show you some posts, and right, I know this was like 2015, it was fucking ages ago, and for some of you guys, you might not have even been born. No, you would have. I've taken some screenshots from my account, and I'm going to talk you through maybe 3 or 4 of them. So, December 1st. So, my December 1st was this photo. Screenshot number uno. I'm gonna just hide the name. Actually, you guys know the name. I don't accept follow requests on there anymore. I don't even fucking use it, so don't worry guys, you're not missing out. Anyway, so in December 2015, if you didn't know, I was 17 and I was in a psychiatric hospital, an adult psychiatric hospital, which to this day I kind of think really shouldn't have been in there as a baby, like being 17. Okay. So my mum had taken me and Amy out to Wagamama's. Dylan said this was the, it's quite ironic to be honest. So I was seeing Dylan around this time. He worked in the Starbucks at the psychiatric hospital, and so he said, you know, you like boys have the photo, you know when you have like a crush when you're little, a little crush, and you have like that photo saved of them. He said that was his photo saved to me. And I mean, I look dead behind the eyes, but okay. yeah, it's kind of weird because I hate that photo because it makes me feel sick, whereas Dylan's like, you look really pretty, and I'm like, I was fucking crazy. My mum had taken Amy and I to Wagamama's for a treat because I had been allowed leave. So went there, blah blah blah, ended up very ill, very ill from things that happened around then. So December wasn't the best month, if you can't tell. I've got a few photos and oh my god, right, okay. So on the 13th of December I wrote, spontaneously went to Nando's today and got froyo and sweet potato wedges and was delish. We normally go to Starbucks in the main hospital, however, oh my god, I haven't read this, probably since I posted it. However, the boy I'm seeing works there, he knows I'm admitted, etc, but I don't think I'm ready to see him when I'm here, but he's always sees my mum and dad when I was ward based and he'd give them drinks for free, haha, so they already approve. I mean, I was in a psychiatric hospital, I could say I was going out with her. But I even told her, I think that's my mum, I was feeling really anxious and went back to the ward early. Brackets, exclamation, like, what the fuck? I had to be literally carried back to the ward in the past, but today I just went back, which proves how I'm trying and resisting the urge, even though it's really hard. I may be like slightly mocking myself. It's fine. I can handle it. Can you handle it? Yeah, I can handle it. Then the next photo is good things come to those who wait. Some beautiful graffiti that I saw whilst I was on my little 8-hour walk home from the hospital. So basically on the 17th of December, I'm not going to read the thing because it's probably really boring and just like, oh, woe is me, the police, do you know what I mean, like, fuck off. Yeah, I ran away from the ward and then I got sectioned when I came back because I spent the night at home, and because the police officer was like, this bitch just needs to go to sleep because it's 4 in the morning, she's been on the run since 9, so yeah, I was allowed to sleep at home with my mum, like in her bed, and then be taken back to the ward in the morning. That's the one. I don't know, you guys probably won't remember this, but I actually wore a dress. I wore a fucking dress because I thought I was going to be discharged. Like, I was actually fucking mental. Also, yeah, so I got sectioned. I was put on a section 2, which in the UK is like a 28-day assessment section, so they kind of figure out what's wrong with you, basically, or try to at least. Yeah, so I ended up getting sectioned, so that meant that I had to be there. I wasn't allowed to leave on my own accord, whereas before, you know, you're voluntary but you're also kind of not, because once you're voluntary, as soon as you're in there, they can section you if they want to. So like, if you try to leave and they don't want you to, they can just section you. So it's a bit like, really? Anyway, so I ran away and I came home and I saw all of the Christmas decorations and I was like, oh my god, I'm not home for Christmas and Christmas is soon, and I have been a little shit and ran off on my mum when I know she had a very poorly foot and still has it till this day, hashtag chronic pain. I was that little bitch who ran off on her. I look back now and like, although that was like said in a joking manner, like, yeah, I hate saying like I was very unwell, because yeah, I was not well at all. To wear a dress back to the ward to be like, yeah, but my decisions, everything was just off. So anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, anyway, so one of the photos is, really wish I was at home when all the Christmas decorations are up, but after my assessment today, it's been decided that I'm sectioned under the Mental Health Act, MHA. Literally couldn't be more upset. All I want to do is to be able to go home around my family, not stuck in a fucking hospital with nothing to do. I'm not even ill and I don't need to be here. let alone sectioned. There's been talk of alternatives as I'm too much of a high risk to be just at home, but I'm also not safe to be here, so they don't really know what to do. My meds have been completely changed, which is good because they weren't working for me at all, and it's so obvious that they weren't. I don't think I'll have the leave. I have leave at the moment, but I so badly want to go home for Christmas, but I don't even want to imagine what it would be like to have a Christmas in hospital. All in all, I have had a shit-free day. My friends know because when I went AWOL, the police had to just contact them just to make sure, so that makes everything worse. Just want to go home already. Dramatic. And then, when I say I was like desperate to go home, I have never been more desperate. Well, I probably have been, but I was so desperate basically. And I wrote a 5-page Christmas plan. I wrote this so like formal. I mean, it's tragic, but it's kind of adorable. It says Christmas plan, and then I've got at the top as if it's like some scientific little thing I've got. To be able to go home for Christmas. No, I can't. I've got to stop laughing. Okay, Christmas plan. To be able to go home for Christmas, preferably for an overnight stay from 24th to the 25th. Complications. I understand the complications of this visit. That on previous visits I haven't fully complied with the rules of leave, and consequently has caused concerns and made me remain ward-based. It's an important day for many, and I want to be responsible for my parents. They want me to be able to enjoy themselves without being preoccupied with me. It says, I'm currently ward braced, so this will seem very ambitious. Okay, so yeah, anyway, fucking worked. Yeah, I was allowed to go home. And then we move on. I'm so happy I have leave. Oh my god, do you remember when Pepsi Max and Naked Bars were literally like the fucking body and blood of Christ on the recovery community? I remember on that, I remember on that I had to go back in because this bitch was still crazy. But I remember when I was showing her my plan and I was thinking, this bitch has covered all bases. She will never be able to catch me out. I'm wearing a dress. I'm gonna leave. And she went, okay, that sounds great. And I was like, Miss Kayla, what do you mean? Dr. Kayla. And she was like, okay, I just have one question. And I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready. And then she goes, what about after Christmas? And I'm like, oh, my brain can't go that far because I'll probably be dead. What she said, what will happen after Christmas? And I was like, oh my god, this bitch is too smart. I know she's been in training for probably about 13 years, but she's too fucking smart for me. And guys, I think I fucking quoted the bell jar. I'm not even joking. I said, I am stronger. And then I went, I am. Well, I didn't do it like that. I said, like, I am. I was like trying to convince her. Like Ken's bone, and like I was cropping in my face. So like, I am. But that's a quote from the bell jar. That's really tragic. Anyway, fucked up with Christmas. And was put back into hospital. However, there's this really cute picture. That was the ring that didn't got me, and I mean, that was my Christmas. Ended up back in hospital. That was my December. So yeah, and I'm not comparing it to this Christmas because I've got COVID, so I'm basically stagnant. I'm basically doing what I was doing in the calendar, except I'm doing it at home. But I just wanted to show you some pictures because I think these pictures and videos speak for themselves, and I don't need to fucking say anything. And yes guys, I know this was 2015 and that to you guys might seem like an absolute age away. For me, I cannot believe it's nearly 7 years. Like, wow. Screw yeah, so yeah, I know I mocked myself a bit, but if you guys want me to go through my old account, I can definitely do that. Obviously no triggering shit, so don't worry. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. So before I go, follow me on TikTok or follow me on Instagram. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this montage, and I hope you're okay, and things get better.